Hello and welcome to financing. I wanted to go through this quickly with you guys so that you know both of the options. So Enagic financing is always our last option. That's where they have to pay a big down payment. They get really short terms and the payments are really high. Now, you guys are lucky because in Canada and in the US, we have options for third party financing. So I'm going to go through both of those. This is our first move. As soon as someone says, I'm curious, how much would this be to have this in my house? Is this expensive? Oh, I don't think I can afford it. How much do you pay for your cell phone? I pay like 120 a month for my cell phone. I got a lot of data. But you can actually get these machines for about the same cost, sometimes even less than a cell phone. That's pretty affordable, right? So yeah, as soon as we get into that part, this is the financing. So you guys can always rely on me or other leaders in our group, Lisa, Rich. Yeah. So, or you can do it on your own. So let's do Canada first. So Canada, our financing is called Medicard. Let me open up the screen share here. So Medicard is a really interesting thing to tell your client about. Where are we at? So this is Medicard, medicard.com. This is, oh, hold on, sorry. I have copy and pasted out of pure habit, I think. Okay, so medicard.com. So they are a company out of Toronto, Canada. As you can see here, they've been doing this for over 25 years now. They finance medical procedures, medical equipment. If you need a root canal and you can't afford it and your insurance doesn't cover it, you go to Medicard. If you need an elective surgery or cosmetic surgery or a breathing apparatus for sleep apnea, you go to Medicard. Now, our machines, our water ionizers, are the only ionizers that Medicard will actually finance. So Tyant and Life Ionizer and all the crap on Alibaba, that is not an option. This is not an option for them. But we are lucky because they do finance Enagic equipment. And that's because we know our machines are going to last longer than 5 years, which is their term. The other machines only last 2 to 3 years. So the machine would be either obsolete or actually garbage by the time halfway through the term of the loan, right? So make sure to tell your clients that's another reason that Enagic is the best. We work with some of the best institutions and they know we're the best. So when you come into medicard.com, you go into the home. Number one, when you want to give your clients some payment quotes, if you're doing oh, sorry, I kind of skipped over that. You come down to the cost of borrowing right here at the very bottom. Cost of borrowing is going to bring up this sheet here. Now you can see they finance anything from $1,000 all the way up to $20,000. If we're doing a K8, then you're looking at on a five-year term, and they'll only do 5 years for anything under 10,000. So a 5-year term for a K8 is going to be around 110 bucks a month, averaging between 107 and 118, all the way up to 159 or 175, and that would be for worst case scenario, worst credit. Medicard is pretty open to working with various credit histories, but we have been getting rejections lately, so I think the purse strings might be tightening there. If your person has a beacon score of over 650, this is definitely a good option for them. Otherwise, in Canada, we have another option called Easy Financial, which works for lower credit scores, but I will get into that. So Medicard, super easy. I suggest you jump on a call with your customer on a video call just like this and say, hey, let's fill out the application and let's just see if it works, see what the payment is. There's no obligation. If they apply and they don't like the term or they don't like the interest rate or they don't like the payment, there's no obligation. But it'll give us an idea if we can get the approval here and what it's going to be. Ready to apply? Awesome. Okay, so then we go into apply now. You'll be sitting here with them. You can hand the controls over to them, or you can have this done on their screen, or you can do it for them, whatever. As long as they're there with you, then that's fine. We don't take credit applications, so yeah, we need the person with us. Okay, and then the other option is they can actually call if they aren't comfortable, you know, with you and the personal information and that whole thing. Get them to give them a call. Okay. If you have to hand the reins to the client, then that's fine, but don't do that as an easy out. Don't just send a link and expect that they're going to go do it. Don't just send a phone number and expect that they're going to go call it. Try your best to get into an appointment situation, like a video chat here, and get the application done while the two of you are on board. Right? Because a lot of the times you'll send out that link, you'll send out that number, you'll send out that option, and they say, yeah, sometime, you know, but when it's you and them sitting there together, it's now, right? And don't feel bad about pushing a little bit. This stuff is important, you guys. This is, you're selling something that can really help people. So don't be afraid to push a little bit. Sometimes people need a little bit of a push that, you know, do it nice, but push a little. This could make a big difference to their now and to their future. Okay, so that is Medicard, medicard.com. Okay, and that's our third party financing for Canada. So let's close these down so that my computer continues to work. Now for the USA, we are using Hearth. Hearth is something that I paid for, so it's only for our group. We have it for 1 year, so we need to use it because you'll use it or lose it, you know? So if we're not using it, I'm not going to bother paying next year, but this is for everybody in the USA. This is an awesome option. So basically, Hearth is a brokerage. There are 13 lenders on the back of it that work with Hearth. So there are literally companies lined up looking to fund loans. Okay, so this is a great way for you to get a longer term, a smaller payment and no down payment for your clients. Now they'll work with anybody. If you check the beacon, again, you can use Credit Karma, you can use your bank. And banking is often giving the TransUnion credit score now. If that score is anything over 600, then we should have no trouble getting them an approval. Okay. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to take this link here and I'm actually going to put this below this video or in the training somewhere. You'll find it. But it will be in the Facebook group below the video as well. So this is the link that you're going to have. Again, I just can't stress enough. You guys should be making appointments, whether it's in person or on video chat, and sitting with your person. And we use the words pre-qualification. Okay, so why don't we just get you pre-qualified? We'll just have an idea of where the payments are going to be, what kind of interest rate we're going to get. There's absolutely no obligation. With this one, there is no hit to the credit. It won't affect your credit score. It is a soft pull. So they're just going to have a quick look, give us an idea of where they think the term is going to be, what they think the interest is going to be, and where they think your payment is going to be. Sound good? Let's get you pre-qualified. Okay. So you answer a few questions here. The only question that's semi-personal is social insurance number. Other than that, everything is pretty much just, yeah, we'll go through and show you this, but I can't because I don't have a USA personal SIN number or whatever. But that's fine. So we've got employed, 50,000 a year, housing payment, 1,000, we'll call it. And you hit enter. Now with a K8, And a pre-filter, I would suggest going something in the range of 5,300. If your client wants a couple of extra bucks, maybe they want to go shopping, maybe they want an extra $1,000 to go to Vegas, they can apply for more, because all of this money is going to go directly to their account. It's going to give them the funds so that they can purchase your machine, but it's their money. So yeah, if they feel like going on a trip or something, then you can sneak that in there. This is cool. I can afford to pay. So the way I would say this, you guys, when you're talking to customers, is how much is too much? Like when we're thinking about budgeting and stuff, like, you know, instead of like, what would your budget be? How much is too much? And then they say something like 180. Okay. So 170 is okay. Like you can make that. Yep. 175. Yep. And 180, if it was like absolutely had to be, you could do 180. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put in the lower end of the number. And that way, if you get a payment that's over their budget, you've already got them saying yes, that they can stretch it a little bit. Okay. Last thing, you're going to put in their name, their email address, phone number, address, and social security number. Okay. Now this is all going to come to me. So I will get in clients here, I will get all of their information. Okay. It doesn't really go anywhere else. So that way I can follow through. So if you're putting people through this, let me know. And then I'll know who's who in the zoo. I can let you know if they applied for financing. If you're giving them a link and saying, hey, apply for financing, I'll let you know if they did. I can let you know what offers they've gotten. I can also let you know if they decided to push the button and go forward with the loan. I'll also get a notification for that. And I will get a notification when it's funded so that you can go and say, hey, I heard you got your loan. Congratulations. Let's get your order done. Okay. So that is Hearth. So I'm going to put that link below this video here somewhere. Now, your very last, if you've got somebody that cannot get approved, you're probably looking at somebody under 600 credit score, lower income, somebody that's it's just not working to get an approval. We do have e-financing and AGIC financing. The pros of an AGIC financing for customers is there's technically no interest. They charge $10 a month administration for the loan, but $10 a month in the face of interest is literally nothing. So on a 24-month loan, it's going to cost them $240 to finance, right? So that's a really big selling point for people. It's going to be shorter term, but on the bonus side, you're going to have your machine paid off sooner. Then you're going to have no payments for water, no payments for eco cleaners, and you're going to have a business in a box. So, you know, just kind of sell the pros, sell the sizzle, as we say. Now, with the AGIC financing, there is a down payment. The down payment is going to be somewhere in the range of $800 to $1,400. Okay. So you want to make your client aware of that. That's not something that you want to surprise them with. Let them know that there is an option, that there is a down payment involved. It's between $800 and $1,400, depending on the machine. What else was I going to say there? Yeah, I can help you apply for e-financing. So that's a matter of doing paperwork right now. Eventually it is going to be on the websites, but right now it's paperwork only. So if you get somebody that says, hey, no problem to the down payment, payments are going to be somewhere around the $200 a month range, 170, $200 a month. Is that okay for you? Yep. Okay. Perfect. Let's get on the phone with Marie and we'll get the paperwork done and we'll get that sorted out. There's no credit check. There's no background check. There's no income check. Everybody gets approved. As long as you can do that deposit, everybody gets approved. So that's a really awesome last choice for us. Okay. One thing that you should know as a distributor is you will not receive your commission or your full commission until that machine is paid off. You'll get what's called the SP points. You'll get a small piece of your commission when the customer gets their machine. And then when they pay off that machine in 12 months, 24 months, whatever it is, you'll get the rest of your commission. With the third party financing, you're going to get your commission right away because Enagic gets their money right away. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers financing. I will put some links underneath this video. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Talk to you soon.